Hello everyone and welcome to the lecture Basic Pivot Table. So, pivot tables or crosstabs have revolutionized how Excel is used to do analysis. However, I like pivot tables in Python better than I do in Excel. Let's get some data. Here we'll have the data. It's the same as we loaded in the previous lecture. Okay, so at its simplest, to get a pivot table, we need we need a data frame and an index. Okay, so now let's get averages of all numeric columns categorized by gender. Let's move on to that. pd dot pivot table df index gender. So as you can see, pivot table is smart enough to assume that we want the averages of all the numeric columns. If we wanted to specify just one value, we could do that as well. Now let's see. pd dot pivot table df values grade comma index gender. Okay, so now we see just the average grades categorized by gender. If we wanted to, however, we could look at minimum hours of study. Now, let's go to pd dot pivot table df values grade. You have to lock it down in the square bracket. Grade index gender ag function minimum. We have we can also add other columns into the index. So to view the maximum grade categorized by gender and age, we simply run the code here like this. pd dot pivot table df index gender age function aggregate function is equals to max values hours. Okay, so we have this. We can also have multiple value columns. So to show the average grade and hours of study by gender, we can run this code. pd dot pivot table df index gender mean values grade hours. Okay. Let's fix this. So we didn't put the bracket here. Now we have this. We can also perform pivot tables on subsets of the data. First, select your data, then do a standard pivot on that selection. So to show the average grade and hours of study by gender for students who are 17 years old, we can run this. df2 dfloc df age 17 pd dot pivot table df 2 index gender. Sorry, I have to put this into the square bracket. I'm going to remove this to put it here. Now I'm going to write ag function. Now I'm going to write values, grade, hours, okay, so now we have this. Okay, so in the next lecture we will continue our discussion on this and we will have a small mini challenge.